This is my version of a Chinese takeaway classic, Szechuan chicken. Szechuan chicken has got bold flavours and a unique ingredient that changes the spiciness of this dish and takes it to a whole new level. Hi, I'm Nikki from Kitchen Sanctuary, and I really enjoy recreating restaurant dishes at home. There's something so satisfying when you nail those flavours and everybody sat around the dinner table enjoying what you've cooked. Now, Szechuan chicken is a recipe that I'd never made myself before, so I challenged myself to recreate the recipe using ingredients that you can pick up from the supermarket. There is one ingredient that I had a little bit of trouble with, but I'll share some different options with you. So let's get cooking. We're going to start by marinating the chicken. In my bowl here I've got 8 boneless chicken thighs that have been sliced into bite-sized chunks. Now you can replace with chicken breast if you prefer, but I find the high heat cooking of this recipe works best with chicken thighs. To the chicken I'm going to add a tablespoon of dark soy sauce, a tablespoon of light soy sauce, a tablespoon of Chinese rice wine, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, and 2 tablespoons of cornflour or cornstarch. Stir everything together to fully coat the chicken. Cover the chicken and marinate it for 30 minutes or up to a couple of hours. Place it in the refrigerator if you're marinating for more than 30 minutes. Now that's finished marinating, we want to fry up the chicken. So I'm going to add about 240 ml, which is about a cup of sunflower oil, to a large frying pan. We want about 1 centimetre of oil in there. Heat the oil over a medium to high heat until hot, and then add the chicken in a piece at a time. Cook the chicken for about 4 to 5 minutes, turning a couple of times until golden. Then remove from the pan and place on a plate. You may need to cook the chicken in 2 batches depending on the size of your pan. Now we're going to move over to the wok to fry up the onions and the chillies, and we're also going to make the Szechuan sauce. So we're going to add a tablespoon of sunflower oil to the wok. Add in a tablespoon of sesame oil to the wok and heat it over a medium to high heat. Then into the wok goes a roughly chopped onion and 20 to 25 dried chillies. I like to roughly chop a few of the dried chillies to intensify the heat, but that's totally optional. Stir fry them for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring often until the onion starts to soften slightly. Now we're going to grind up the Szechuan peppercorns. I've got 1½ teaspoons of dried Szechuan peppercorns here, and I'm going to place them in my mortar and bash them up to a fine powder. Szechuan peppercorns give the dish a floral, citrusy flavour, and they actually have a bit of a numbing effect. So if you've ever had Szechuan chicken at a restaurant and your tongue's gone numb and tingly, it's the Szechuan peppercorns doing that. Once they're ground nice and fine, then add them to the wok and fry for a further minute. Now add in 3 cloves of minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of minced ginger, and 5 spring onions or scallions that have been roughly chopped, and stir fry for a further 30 seconds. Add in 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce and a tablespoon each of rice wine, chili bean paste and sugar. Stir together and fry for another minute. When I was testing this recipe, I did find it a little bit difficult to get hold of the chili bean paste. So if you can't get hold of it, then you could replace it with gochujang, which is a Korean chili paste that's a little bit sweeter, or at a push you could replace it with some hoisin sauce and a good pinch of chili flakes. Add in the cooked chicken and toss everything together, heating for a further minute or 2 until the chicken's hot. Then serve it with boiled rice. This Szechuan chicken is a spicy dish with tender fried chicken and a sauce that gives a unique tingly feeling. I love that you can make it at home with ingredients that you can buy from your supermarket. And if you like this, I know you're gonna love my salt and pepper chicken. I'll see you over there.